car big. Make me sad like second leg. You're gonna do it, yeah, I haven't did it. I'm handling it, handy with it. Think I'ma do it, let that do it. Bang, stick jump.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Raiders are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Colts defense that will need to be on its game.
Larry, thank you very much. A steady shower falling right now, and that's going to be the norm throughout this one. We are told rain all over the radar here in Oakland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On play action, Winston. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Luck on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Lock on the sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They go again with Muhammad, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powers. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action. Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 63 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Oh, Jameis Winston still down. Must have been shaken up there on the last play. Let's hope he's okay. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So off goes the franchise and Winston. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. On the carry, here's Smith. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now with Smith. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's able to put it through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Muhammad. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll run with Muhammad, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a handoff as they run left side. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A screen complete to Crowell. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll set up to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Jets are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And some room to work. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. They'll try the air now with Locke. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Colts on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off of play action. Lock. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Yeah, not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bo Allen, he's the one that again in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. 12 yards on the return that time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys in the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah,
it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On third down, it's Smith, and he is leveled. Knocked down hard. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spent...
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down.
No. Check. Patriot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On the counter, here's Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw, Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here's Locke. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
They'll try to run for it with Corral. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football at outstanding field position. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Luck. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called
and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken it around the 40. Might have needed just 1 more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Luck going to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams,